Welcome viewers to the first ever Sneakies.
Not to be confused with the Peakies. That is a completely different thing, and we will explain why.
Last semester, we held the Peakies for the first time, celebrating our picks for the best films of the year. Well, the Sneakies will be celebrating the best television programs of the year.
Yes, and we'll spend most of our show meeting with our nominee representatives, see them argue their case, and then end the show with our announcements for the winners.
The Sneakies are a great opportunity for UT's own to give their real results of this year's Emmys, not like the ones that happen in the payoffs.
But there's one thing we agree on with the Emmys. The Bear is not walking away with a single award tonight.
We have some of the great shows represented this evening. The Studio, the big winner from this Sunday, is nominated in 6 categories. Unfortunately for them, we have a lot more Fielder fanatics here than in the Television Academy.
Yes. And while The White Lotus, The Last of Us, and Abbott Elementary may not have gotten the love they deserve, the Sneakies will make sure to. Well, there's a chance they might. It's an honor just to be nominated.
Fighting it out in the drama section, we have a stacked lineup. You'll love Adolescence if you had a messed up childhood.
The Penguin might be perfect for you if you had a messed up childhood, too.
And Severance can really speak towards those that, like many Americans, had an experimental surgery to divide their consciousness into 2 people, with the new identity becoming an office slave. They do that to all of us at TSTV. I don't remember the last time I left the studio.
Same here. It's better. Severance was the first show that ever made me feel seen. That and our comedy nominee, The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, I didn't know you were religious.
No, I'm not. But I can relate to the constant need to take my father's money.
Anyways, we have a great program ahead of us. We're going to the award in composing, cinematography, writing, directing, and performance, and then see who is the most outstanding show in drama and comedy.
And let's not forget, time management is one of the utmost importance to us. Is of the utmost importance to us. That is why for every second one of our reps goes over the allotted time, I, Gavin James Klingham, will donate $1,000 of my dad's hard-earned money to the most evil corporation you could even think of.
You've been warned, and with that warning, we can start us off with the first panel of the night.
Take it away.
Oh, hello. I am representing the studio for Best Music Composition.
And I'm representing Severance for Best Music Composition.
And I'm representing the White Lotus.
Should we all just go down the line
Yo.
and see? Okay, so the reason I think the studio should win this award for Best Music Composition is that it's just I just love like the jazz-inspired music that they composed for it, and I just love how like every scene that they did is usually very chaotic, very fast-paced, and I feel like the music just matches that so well, it almost like elevates the scene, and I don't know, they just did such a good job of like matching what's shown on screen in the music and kind of like elevating the suspense and all things of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, in Severance, I don't think I've heard anything more haunting. Like, it just made it so unsettling. Like, oh my gosh, every single scene when he's running, and then like in the beginning, like that little cheery like music when he's running, like, and you think like, oh, everything's fine, but really that's like secret, like super secret stuff going on.
Well, for the White Lotus Season 3, we had a new theme song, which at first my family was a little bit dubious about, but then by the end we were kind of bumping along to it. And I think if you've seen the show, you would know, like, the atmosphere and the music just make it what it is. It wouldn't be that without it. So, hashtag cancel Mike White for firing him, but you know what? We all have our moments.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the studio, I think that it should win Best Cinematography because I just love that they shot it on like 16mm film. I thought that was a really cool creative choice to do, just to kind of like make it stand apart from like the other TV shows. And I think it kind of gives it like almost like a vintage vibe. And I don't know, it's just like, I just love like a lot of the handheld shots. It just feels very chaotic. The whole show is chaotic, but I think the handheld shots and kind of like whipping the camera around and things of that nature, like it just really kind of elevated the scenes for us. And I don't know, it's just like one of those shows where it's something that I noticed. Like normally you don't notice the cinematography, it doesn't really stand out to you. But when watching the studio, it was like something that I actively noticed.
Yeah. Well, in Severance, the one thing I really noticed was the contrast between when they were like the big wide shots when they're in like the office building, between like the more personal shots like especially when things started to like heat up when like the innies and the outies were like low-key fighting and like the contrast between the way the camera was placed added a lot to it. Yeah.
Well, I think the cinematography in The White Lotus did a really good job to just capture the beauty of Thailand, the tsunamis of Taiwan, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, but you get those close-ups, too, of the Ratliff family. I mean, when Jason Isaacs just delivered that performance of getting the phone call, it's just really intense, and I think the cinematography brought it together.
I'm representing the studio for Outstanding Comedy Series and Drama Series.
I'm Margot. I'm representing the Righteous Gemstones in this category of Outstanding Writing.
I'm Caroline, and I'm representing Abbott Elementary for Outstanding Comedy Series.
All right.
I think the studio should win this award just because I think that there were a lot of moments in the studio where I was kind of like taken aback and surprised by like certain celebrity cameos or just things that happened. I feel like I kind of was surprised a lot just because like normally you kind of like predict what's about to happen, but I feel like the studio kind of like averted those and kind of went in directions where I wasn't really expecting it to go, and it just kind of kept it very refreshing and exciting, and I was literally just like waiting for the next episode every week.
I really enjoyed the plot of the bribery that came into play in season 4 of Abbott Elementary. I think that it plays a very important role in that, and I really liked the development of their relationship.
I think the Righteous Gemstones should win Outstanding Comedy Writing because of Teen Gis. Solely that.
Hey, so what were you trying to say before?
I was trying to say that you kind of look like a rejected Jonas brother.
Wait,
Why?
Why?
Speaking of stars, welcome back to the Sneakies, everyone. Let's get to our next panel, where we will be hearing from our nominees for an outstanding directors and performers. Take it away, guys.
Hey guys, I'm representing Adolescence by Netflix.
I'm representing Severance.
And I'm representing The White Lotus.
I think that Adolescence should definitely take it. I mean, they definitely took it at the Emmys for both directing and acting. And I mean, just Owen Cooper being 15 years old and that being his first acting job ever, and episode 3 being his first time in front of a camera acting is enough to get me to feel like he needs to win. And Adolescence as a whole, the one shot, the directing in there, the planning on there, I think it's the winner.
I mean, Severance is pretty unique. Like, these people are basically playing 2 different characters, and like
It's been done before.
I mean, true, but to this level, I mean, listen, I mean, there's nothing to be said. It speaks for itself.
Well, the opening of White Lotus, you see them on the boat, and it's, that I can't see, I can't hear, I can't talk with the siblings, and I just think that's just encapsulates Mike White's direction on the show.
Oh.
We're here for Best Directing in Comedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which shows are we repping?
The Rehearsal.
The
I'm
Rehearsal.
repping the studio.
And I'm repping, again, the Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah. Margot.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start with Gemstones. I mean, I really think that, it's always been a show that is, really knows how to surprise people, and season 4 was no exception. Like the bit with BJ's monkey, his pole dancing accident, Teen Gis, it's all just really wrapped up in there. Bradley Cooper makes an appearance, and yeah, it's the writing is just absurdly funny, and Edie Patterson is the best person in the entire whole world. So that's my argument.
I think the studio should win because Seth Rogen and Evan just did a great job directing the studio. I think it takes a certain kind of vision to pull off the writing that they did and make it work. It's just, again, like very fast paced, it's chaotic, and I think it takes the right kind of person to like pull that off and just make it as funny as it is. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Did you see my rehearsal stand-in right there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am representing the Rehearsal, And what I think people don't realize is that directing goes beyond being on set. It goes into post-production. There's so much of a story that is made in taking the clips that you have and turning it into a narrative. The rehearsal has shown that through careful pre-production and forming a story as it's being made, Nathan Fielder has shown that he is somebody who can really show off a real director.
Did you replicate the set in practice? I can talk about Severance a little bit. Yeah, you know, Severance has really broken the boundary of television. It's really surprised so many people this year with just what they were able to accomplish. And, you know, Jessica Lee Gagne is really showing promising a promising director and cinematographer in this industry, and I'm very excited to see where she goes with her career.
Well, in The White Lotus, I mean, you start off every season wondering, like, who's gonna die? And so each episode kind of throws you off the trail of, like, what's gonna happen to them? Oh, they kind of focused on that knife a little too long. And then that ending just, like, it really is gut-wrenching. I think that's all in part due to the writers.
Yeah, and I think with the Penguin, it did a great job of like just kind of adapting like an iconic character, like her monologue really like set it off. I don't know. I don't think writing can get better than that. Yeah.
Yep. This is a standing panel this time.
Yeah.
So if we want to.
I'm Daniel. I'm representing Adam Scott from Severance.
My name is Margot. I am representing Tremel Tillman from Severance.
My name is Rosie. I'm representing Britt Lauer from Severance.
I'm Harrison. I'm representing Seth Rogen from the studio.
Nice. Yeah, so I think Adam Scott should have won this Emmy just because of just the groundbreaking acting that he did during the surgery scene with Dr. Ragabi when she's trying to, I think it's reintegrate him, right?
Yeah.
When he's trying to reintegrate him, I swear my heart was pounding when I was staring at my screen. That performance alone, I think, deserves an Emmy. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to say I think Tremel Tillman deserved this Emmy. Come in a little closer. I don't have to say I think Tremel Tillman deserved this Emmy because he kind of won it. So I think that he is just a very promising talent in this industry right now, and his ability to play the most ominous but the most charming characters has really just mind-boggled me, and it's very obvious his background in theatrical acting, how that transfers and carries through in his film performance in Severance. So.
Yeah, I mean, Britt Lauer's performance in Severance is just an absolute inception of acting. I mean, she's Britt, and then she's Helly R, and then she's Helena, and then she's Helly R, who's actually Helena, and it's just the back and forth of that, and you can see those nuances in her portrayal, especially in interactions with Adam Scott. I think it's really obvious there.
I'm representing Seth Rogen. I think he should win because he just plays such like a nuanced character. Like, he is sometimes unlikable, but at the same time you're like rooting for him and you feel bad for him. And I just think that his expressions, his body language, everything that he inhabited to kind of portray that character, he just did it so well and so convincingly. And yeah, I think that deserves a Sneaky.
Welcome back to the Sneakies,
the biggest award night of all.
And listen, we are now going to be going to Outstanding Comedy and Drama Series.
How are we supposed to pay rent?
Okay, well, we have representatives that are going to tell you exactly how that can happen.
Hey!
Hello!
We're here to rep our shows for Outstanding Comedy Series. I am once again repping the Righteous Gemstones.
I'm repping the studio.
I'm repping Abbott Elementary.
And yeah, I mean, just final plea here, I guess. You know, I might be biased because I did meet Edie Patterson at the TV festival earlier this year, and she was one of the sweetest people in the world. But genuinely, I just think that the comedy is so excellent in that show, and I really think that it deserves the Sneaky, even though it wasn't nominated for the real Emmys.
I think that the studio is just so funny. I mean, that's really what it's known for, is being kind of like a satire. I think just even, I can't remember if it was the first or second episode, but there's one where there's like Martin Scorsese cameo, and that is like
The first episode.
just the first episode. It's just so funny and so, I don't know, it's almost like camp in a way. It's just so, I don't know, it's just so funny. So
I just think Abbott Elementary has always constantly been funny, and I really like the approach to a classic sitcom, but I think it really spins on it, and it really adds its own definition of comedy to it.
Well, that's our piece.
yeah, those are
Uh,
pitches.
Moving on to drama now.
So funny, first time on camera here. Okay. All right, so we are going to be quickly going through what we thought are the should have won the best drama show, and I will be defending The Last of Us, which is kind of hard because it feels like you're having a bunch of swords to your neck, but I think that The Last of Us season 2 was actually a very good progression of the original story and adapting the very controversial second game, and I thought it did well in preserving it and still kind of creating not dragging the story out until season 2, and I think for all that it handled, it really should deserve to win.
Yeah, and I'm representing Severance, and I think start to finish, Severance, the whole package is just amazing. The writing to the timing of when things were revealed, the acting, literally everything about it, and the way the themes are represented, like visually, everything, the character backstories, it just all comes together and was revealed so well for the audience.
Well, I'm back for The White Lotus, and I think it deserves to win Outstanding Drama because unlike other shows in this category, The White Lotus has to start from scratch every single season. Yes, you're back at the White Lotus Resort, but this time we're in Thailand. And yes, Belinda's back, but this time there's that other weird guy. And so it's just, you really get into that drama, and for that reason, I think it deserves to win in the drama category. So...
Yes, and I hate to say it, but I'm a White Lotus fan too.
Woo! And that's all our panels for today.
Yes, and when you look at that, we are currently on time as of now. I know, we can't stay here and pull an Adrian Brody acceptance speech. I apologize.
And we're still on time to beat, but before we leave, let's see who's coming home with a brand new car.
Wrong show, sorry. Let's see who comes home with the Sneaky Award.
Oh.
If you have thoughts on the wins and losses of this year's Sneakies, please let us know by following us at Sneak Peek TV on Instagram and YouTube.
So let's begin reading the acceptance, and everyone who wins, please come on up and give their acceptance speech. First, we have Best Music Composition for Severance.
Yes! Wait, accept.
I'd like to thank my parents. You know. Yeah.
All right, and next up, we have Best Cinematography. And we have...
Severance!
I'd like to thank my aunt who bought me a camera and really, fed into my dream.
Keeping the pace going, Outstanding Writing Comedy, The Studio.
Hello, thank you all for this award. Thank you, Seth Rogen, who couldn't be here tonight, but I know he's watching. Thank you.
All right, and now for Outstanding Writing in a Drama, we have, and it's a sweep,
Severance!
I'd like to thank myself for this one because I did in fact write this whole thing, and yeah, thank you guys.
On to Outstanding Direction Comedy, The Studio.
Yeah!
Thank you again. Don't listen to them booing. You should watch The Studio. Do it now. Thank you.
He did give an award speech, I promise.
Yes. Okay, now we have Outstanding Direction in a Drama. Okay, are we getting Severance? No, we have Adolescence.
Oh my goodness, I never thought I'd make it here. Thank you guys so much. This goes out to Owen Cooper. Your career is gonna boom, you boy. Let's go.
Going into performances, outstanding performer in comedy, Quinta Brunson. She's a close personal friend of ours.
Quinta Bronson could not be here tonight. I will accept her award and just kind of throw it away.
What did she do to deserve? Jeez.
We don't endorse that.
Yeah. No, that's separate from us. Anyway, we have the outstanding performer drama. We have Trammell Tillman.
I would like to thank Trammell Tillman for this award. Thank you.
There you go. And now, outstanding comedy series. This is the big one, folks. Are we ready? Any guesses? The Studio!
Thank you. Whenever I wrote this, I knew I did my big one, so thank you for acknowledging that.
And for outstanding drama, we have any predictions from the crowd? Severance. It is Severance!
Wow, guys. Thank you, everyone. I have no one else to thank anymore, so, thanks, guys.
Well, we do have someone to thank, and that's you guys for watching. Happy Tuesday. Bye, Sneak Peekers! Woo!